Hey everyone, and welcome to my Royal Rumble review. I'm Josh Hadley, obviously, and we started the pay-per-view started with the World Heavyweight Title match, and there was some pretty cool spots on there, like Big Show and Alberto Del Rio. I'm off tonight. They did this. They had some a special setup here for the pay per view, and um, Big Show and Alberto Del Rio climbed up this sliding deal, and they had a pretty cool spot where Big Show slammed Del Rio onto a table, and as a most memorable thing, Big Show speared tried to spear Del Rio, and they end up breaking a barricade. Plenty of chair shots from Del Rio. It was a pretty good match until the end. They did that bullshit thing with Ricardo ended up taping Big Show's feet while Del Rio had him in a armbar, and that's a finish from one of the one night stands between John Cena and Batista. And, you know, I would have marked out if Big Show got out of that, and that would have been that would have been a crazy spot right there. That would have been the most memorable thing. Big Show somehow gained out of that bullshit finish, but it happened, and ended up leaving a sour taste in your mouth. Yeah. So that is probably gonna be a Big Show Del Rio 3. That's fine with me because they did a pretty good job at this match. But I don't know what's next. They just had last man standing match, so I'm not sure. Next was the World Tag Team Title match, which was pretty good. I like all three of the guys here. Nothing to complain about. I didn't expect Team Road Scholars to win, and you know, all the matches were pretty. I mean, not everything was predictable. There's plenty of awesome spots, but all the finishes were predictable. Except the main event, they did give you a swerve. But I'll talk about that in a minute. The Royal Rumble match, they had Ziggler was in there for the longest, which I thought was awesome. Chris Jericho probably got the biggest cheers in that. He was number 2, and it was great that he was there, and probably still the show. I remember one year Kofi. I don't know if it was last year. Kofi was thrown out of the ring, and he did a handstand, so his feet didn't touch. And this year he ended up falling on the Giant Bernard, and Giant Bernard threw him onto the Spanish announce table, and he took JBL's chair and he bounced his way back, which was pretty hilarious. And when my mother peeked in to see what I was up to, see that was pretty funny too. Yeah, and it ended up going down to what I thought was something I really thought was bullshit is that Godfather was just dropped kicked out right away. We already had Santino, he had some comedy spots, and he was throwing out rather quickly. And no, Godfather, I didn't really expect it, and I thought it was kind of cool. As there, I guess it didn't really matter that he got thrown out right away. Whatever that happens. I wish one year there was just. I remember TNA having like a Royal Rumble match. They call it gauntlet matches, where they almost had everyone in there until almost near the end, where they're having eliminations. I hope they have a Royal Rumble like that one year, but it's not likely to happen. I don't think it's ever been booked like that. So end up going down Ziggler, Sheamus, Superman, and Ryback. Yeah, I didn't. I was hoping to go down to John Cena and Ziggler because they had a feud, and I think that will But I was fine with Ryback and John Cena actually being the last. And I thought Ryback could actually win. If it was John Cena and Ziggler at the end, I would have known John Cena will win, and that would just made it really predictable. I thought at least there was in my head there was a chance for Ryback to win, and because he was feuding with Punk, Punk could win the main event. And I didn't really like the idea of John Cena going over, but because the Royal Rumble was before the World Title match, WWE Title match, I thought there was a chance for Punk to win because Punk and Cena also have history. And they had great matches before. In fact, a 5-star match for Money in the Bank. And so, because the Royal Rumble was before the main event, I was just fine with John Cena being last because, I mean, if Rock and Punk were before and Rock won, everyone knew John Cena was going to win, so that would just made it way too predictable. It's way too predictable. They did a good job by having Ryback instead of being the last guy because you would think that perhaps they would give Ryback the rub and let him win the Royal Rumble because it didn't matter anyway. The last several years, whoever won the Royal Rumble, they would say they're in the main event, but they actually get the opening match. Which all my internet buddies thought was bullshit anyway. Whatever. Whatever. It's happened so much that no one cares. But now that Cena's won and it's Rock, it's actually gonna be the main event now. I'm not happy Rock won the title. I was cheering and I was marking out when after the Shield come out. I thought Rock was gonna kick out after the Shield interference, but Punk ended up winning, and I knew in the back of my heart there was a chance that McMahon would come out and restart the match, and it happened. And 2 minutes later, Rock's WWE champion again, and I don't know. I told everyone that I'm probably done watching WWE because I said I'd buy this, and if Punk didn't win, I don't want to watch WWE anymore. I don't want to watch WrestleMania with John Cena and Rock 2. It sounds boring to me. You I would love to see Punk and Cena too. I mean, no, Punk and Cena wrestled many times. Sorry, it'll be like maybe a 4th or 5th match. That's not been on TV anyway. So, yeah, it was, it wasn't a bad pay per view. I think it was worth $40. Because it was worth $40 because it was fun to watch, and you didn't know exactly what would happen. Now that I knew Rock defeated Punk, I wouldn't buy the DVD. There it was, it was a good show. I was thumbs up in it until Rock beat Punk, and my problem's not with the show; it's what's gonna happen after. Rock's gonna be out there doing his bullshit. Rock can be good and great, but he also has those stupid jokes that I don't really like. If he's all, it wouldn't be Rock if it wasn't all serious, and he fit well into the attitude there, and I guess he does. This one, I just don't want to see that. If I wanted to see The Rock again, I have a lot of WWE DVDs, and I've seen it. Yeah, I think it's cool to bring a guy like an old guy. I'm just fine with bringing old guys and having them wrestle the newer guys. Like example would be Hogan and Rock, like they did 10 years ago. Funk. Well, I would. Funk winning the ECW title was, he unlike Rock, he was actually around in ECW and he taught all the ECW guys a lot, and he was a lot more involved in ECW than WWE. You know, I bet he didn't draw as much for ECW as Rock does for WWE. I don't really know if Rock draws for WWE either. I would guess that he does, but no way think about it, he really didn't. I remember in Survivor Series, the buy rate was low. He teamed up with John Cena, and they decided to blame it on the Miz, which is bullshit. Well, so I guess if you're a Rocky guy, which I know there's plenty of guys out there buy this pay per view because you'll love it. You'll enjoy the ending. Definitely, I didn't enjoy the ending. If you're a punk guy like me, then you don't need to order the replay. It's you'll you know unless you really enjoy wrestling and you have a friend or something pitching $20, I'd say go for it. The Del Rio Big Show match was pretty good until the finish, obviously, but and the tag team match was good and the Royal Rumble was fun. So if you do enjoy wrestling that much, you got a friend, I would totally say yes, pitching $20, go halvesies and order the show. But, it was a good show. I just don't like the finish, and I don't like where WWE's going with The Rock. So the future isn't bright for me, and I'm probably not gonna order. I never order Elimination Chamber. If you there's so many fucking WWE pay per views, and I'm glad TNA is going down. So I'm not gonna probably order WrestleMania. I was even about half a year or a year ago. I was thinking about going to New Jersey, going to be there live. I'm not now. I don't even want to order on pay per view. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me ramble, and you know, thank you for bye.